development strategy. Where's the housing ministry there? Brofun kwa mama travel. Brofun kwa. I think we should grow as a people beyond the politics of optics. So optical politics now. And I started one another another your brofo or camp brofo, President Mahama Nimkasa or a communicator. Anyway, those things have proven to be hugely ineffective, and we should grow away from that. Say, Omanhene akasa ye wet. Problem
I don't know how people reason.
Everybody knows. And that's not what we need from our elected officials.
So Mr.
Their job is not to advise. But
if this is what the Ministry of Works and Housing at this critical point.
A complete brofo no mature good paper.
Say, I don't know. Honestly, Obi, I didn't say
because you could see clearly say before you say June in Sio Eto.
That is where I was coming to.
Before June,
especially in this case, the Metro for Kraka in Sio Beto to you know, and they started on matters of climate change, knowing very well that it will happen. Knowing very well. Really. So, Mr. Ebasa, now you know, that's what I'm saying. We don't have any reliable assembly, local assembly again. Very ineffective assemblies in Kwani. Assemblies are filled with partisanship. Take decision. Only partisan decisions in Kwani. So that's the challenge we have. Because assemblies, one man, if we have a very effective, efficient assemblies, even the ministry, the mother body. But what do we see?
And let me say,
what do we see?
This fear now, a war Ghanaian politicians who say Basse Omu take bold decisions. Oman for na be complain, and that's why I have been in principle against demolition baby. Na mame for and and the Yamabesi we vehemently taking a position against that. Now what did today?
Because the politician is thinking of 2028 more than making sure the country will live well.
Yes.
So the politician is always thinking of an election than what the country needs to do right. It's Yaboni who say no on because 2028 the party for the country says if we don't correct the wrongs that we keep doing that's a building.
We will not do that. Especially in impasse baby a dynasty in dying papa who would support you to pull all those houses down. We have to, because if we don't get Ghana for us to NTA when we don't have executive power, Ghana for NTA. For every country to develop, we have to make sacrifices.
Every country.
Yes.
Every country.
We have to make sacrifices. I mean, this thing where you free say we can eat our cake and have it, no, it cannot continue. It will not give us the development we need.
Well, we are all cowards and hypocrites. Our leaders know our challenges already. They dance around it. Mass wealth. No, that's what they do. They milk us, but woe unto them. There's coming a time, very soon. Said Omusi who Ghana addition, and yes, I don't know. Because I say, Matra Makwasa will be about no massive world no co, Ubiaba massive world no co, Ubiaba massive world no codia. At the expense of the country, dangerous for us.
Yes.
At the expense of the country, very dangerous for us. And then no money here, ya quiet say papa. And also Ufi, ya hospitals, as is to about, and also Ufi. Yadisha says so boy and a pejemu about for my papa and also on tea. You call a dan once a baby a dear tribeto, Shemai, and also these basics so one a young man yourself. Mokosubuma Sugus and Yaguma Suma. One here nature seminal acquires a fro. It's the other Baba Sramuka and Tias because we gave you that power to sit at your various offices with Ghana. A emblem around you and authority around you. Knowing very well, say, Yama GDA strong, Yama 2 strong, you GDA will say, Ubetimia to Anamua, a Sefata. But if we have people writing this, and I was assemblyman for me Lanquantan, as I MCs Lanquantan, Gaiz, Omonam, Omoshishan Tadia, can say that I'm up and down, Bassa.
Optical way, the power
Bibia for the cameras.
Maybe your man, young MC, that's an income.
Bibia for the coming.
Maybe any MC that we don't understand on peculiar challenges.
For the coming.
The assemblies. I mean, president appointing it to me at the Amamo. With the regional minister who supervises more activities. Our assemblies are completely useless. Completely.
They are ineffective.
So ineffective.
Very ineffective. Me with that conversation around the you better Oman by base. Because Oman, you're born chaskilling. You're born chaskilling. There's so much heat in this system now. You're born chaskilling. Now a funny incident at Selma Doji. I look at the videos and say, a MPC school dance wapa. Okoboso MCs even tiase ema omoso na no ayetwima mentwino mo ko hontokwa na nipa die we achi me tiase bo. I'm telling you, I'm surprised because we've even got to a point you're not positioned in this country. I don't know whether our security intelligence enough checks on these people they appoint.
They do.
Please, any OB and the proper investigation and the right authorities. Most of these people who get public office to ban, I will be there. So proper checks are done on them. Majority of them, their conduct alone. Public office, reducing it to clear. I can't drama and it's been just no more be one man. And then I decide to say, that make no feel Ghana for you no because who dear man yourself for it. Oh, 2 minutes of Asante you know. Say nam the kwanso ne mrabo bra was it dying as baby and sofa.
Yes.
And no be say be charge such my day.
Because
be trust I do not say be say me dey
John Twa hene for so.
Enye John Twa no. I know they are a part of us, but the fact that my phone Obi na Obi akọ John Twa do me club no, it doesn't mean I cannot punish Obi. Me ju phone so na wo si why any tum there. But so twi bia Obi ano. My best can be say be 4 months say me ma edo ebi am say wakoye dwanto asaba bam na enuhu mapa bam no be say control half for 2 months be. It doesn't mean that you're going scot free. But what do we see? What do we see? Knee-jerk nkwao ana ri adwuma knee-jerk na kan mesi die sisa na na musom tutura na say ye the only people in musom na bia ba ka ba bia waste level na ye so na kan mesi wo nya bre e ni perfect so ma after be grant interview when you brace ampa sanya ahwehwanim na wo ye ana nipa mo akwa atiti we mu nipa ebinim abu mmra so adi dwuma and how na ba we your interviews. Oh, picture me who say President Namibia was Asumasi Anaso Binti is really working, but you're not doing anything. You're pleasing yourself. You're pleasing yourself. There's no coordination, there's no authority, there's no direction, there's no focus. And the public office hold, as ye dear Gurubisa. Na IBB when they are looking for power, they come to us on by Only say to me, I won't pray to me. Only say to me, free your hope. They don't have the power. They come begging. Why is it that when they have power, they change and we cannot talk about it? Why? When they want power, they come to us. A drum, baby, a fear be a share, or a bit of bunkotoje, a bit of su, a bit of titi, a bit of diampese, a bit of non pure water. When they get the power, ask yourself, why are they doing this to us? Women tell you, what a damango, what a Kenya say, Tokrobia, Ushembian, about Tobreswa. You find the politician there begging you virtually to believe in him or her to grant them that needed power to change the tides of this country. Onya wie pe na obekirikiri onya wie pe na obeka asem foforo onya wie pe na osi da bi sa asem ya mekan no ntiremu de na me pa che na okra wonti ase na we kra ho de na otimi ye na de na otimi kan ni enya party chitai for gusu ye reference in this case MPP ni hobiem nyoma MPP ya ensem fata
Ghana for power
ye gina so di sumo mu kotu dichi mu. If I want sumo kwano, yes, sumo mani mina prepare to who does so the MPP?
You do the same and refer to them. You can't even believe.
Who does so the MPP? 1.5 years. Who does so the MPP? A measurement. Na MPP no horum na najube 9:30 abai weka. Onya ka nko fie. So obejuma the following day 6:30.
Yeah.
Where is the MPP now? Where is the MPP now? It's you can't. Adiabakuni Omanhene be especially under a president who all believe that a legacy.
Legacy.
Exactly. We have referenced this term as a legacy term.
But I don't know.
We have referenced it.
This flooding in Komo Ayedi. If there is one president, obetimi abuayame ya solve once and for all. It is President Mahama for two reasons. Number one, and it's he has a legacy term. Onkonko siki re-election bill. And for him, it doesn't matter whose ox is God. Obetimi ayedi ose oye bia o ka hwe kra mfa ne ho because on sign ma mesre ose kwato abama ne bill. And you are number one. Number two, oman minkai etiefo yawo. June 3rd, 2015. President Mahama was president of the Republic. A committee was set up. That committee issued a comprehensive report. That report, now I don't know what the NPP in 8 years did with that report, but at least President Mahama is back in power. That report is still there. And we shouldn't even be talking of another disastrous flooding bill under a John Mahama term. And I think for these two reasons, President Mahama should help us. But you will maybe another NPP administration of a say president will be banner echo 2 terms on Timmy maybe. But President Mahama echo just this term or we are on Kobio. Say was so good die obet mebu I was so demolished now. It can be done. And say if we miss this opportunity, it's gone.
That is why continuously we have advocated for a reshuffle in the president's ministers.
Maybe
that advocacy, until we get to that point, most of these ministers, director generals, and chief executives, they've taken Ghana for a ride. And I keep saying this.
Yes.
I remember very well Semeka Chenanado, in all humility, our former president. Say, Nana, if your party people in parliament have started that reshuffle.
Yes.
We've all added our voice to it. In fact, you clear some of your ministers, it will cost you. Among the reasons, and I've reminded His Excellency, who is a legacy president, that this time not his person, but his party. It is here keeping reminding people of what they're supposed to do. The areas you come assembly say, and NDC na enyo. NDC na awu nipa omu ewo edi Omanhene. Omanhene no so nya NDC dia. Omanhene ya Ghana fo nyina ya dia. Nti eba mo party sema ye ka kodu ba bia ye jai. Ba eba Omanhene ho nkomodi a ye wo ho kwan se ye ka kopem se ye gidi se enipa dodo na hu se ensachrai kese aba. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is not a property of the NDC alone. Ghana property. It's in a mamu nkomo nyina no. Ye wo ho akwanya se baby a obo no homode no. Ye ka chen se obo homode wa. Ye ho akwanya ka chen se ahade ye twa adwene si so. Se oboa na se nka utimi hihye ha ne yi a ensusuye anka beboa. Se na nipa dodo na ye den eka ebi ni se ebesi nne. The issue about even a defense minister. Another question mark hanging. That rivalry and competition amongst cabinet ministers. The say lands and natural resources pape all co-regulate mining issues.
Mining
NDC mebrubisu atiejina no more block the the man say kaka under the post my way no farmer we on no NDC ma na and the man no the man say chocho in konkonsa misrepresenting people, blackmailing people, maligning people, gossiping at workplaces. The man no. These attributes and characters, it doesn't build a country, it doesn't build a party, it doesn't build a family, it doesn't build a constituency. A negative spirit, bad spirit. Yesremo kasa bebre benu nyina no kowie se ye wo mampanyin na so afode na pamfo ye ntimi ntrasi biem after 69 years e ma bribia da ye mfa 6 and Kodane 9. We will have to. The tool we have is to Ghanaians. Because, Mr. President, your assemblies in your but they are becoming more weaker. These assemblies, majority of them, as well as our regional ministers.
And ironically,
yes.
this is the time and so a lot of funds.
Yes.
So you sometimes wonder.
The last time I checked, not local government minister, no, second
Takra.
bold announcement say, and for Sudiere Sika, Abba, assemblies this time, Abba bien niwas.
Yes, unless it is announced by Nkodie. But as far as we know, MPs maybe are confirming say Sikane assemblies now. I know say there is a spending guideline spending says but there should be something to show for the increased funding eco assemblies and I think the supervising regional ministers should up their game and let's see some different the assemblies should step up. They should step up. They should step up.
Assemblies in Mesremo and you are frank you disagree MPP NDC. There's no third force in this country as we speak now. Why should it be MPP and NDC all the time? Maybe who person party Ghana for there's no third force in this country.
For the foreseeable
yes.
It is either the NDC everybody, we don't have to
debate. In both parties patriotic enough.
Yes.
But there is no third force. I bet me out with the new patriotic party and the NDC.
Not in the next 30 years.
Because they are present only be able to media mao every year. For no credit, for kukudro, for nyamisro, for minor do, for boom minor magana for who say. Because apart from that, Obi Biara before and then car to Austin. And you can't buy redo. Metia de Bia Balaji Hudia. There are people who are distinguished in politics. Very distinguished personalities, a lot of them, both in the parties NDC and MPP. It can't add the to be quite still Ghana Yana Madebros Aditya. I didn't go on no go here. Ni soon in the banning in the year, every public officer who knows some crack on more heading. But they manage themselves extremely well. Obewura manyo semwa, unya kakayo. Unya unabobrimu.
Very well.
It is Sebebre, ye Cabebre, the Echenyanse, Onyame wa dum na onya Ghana for any madum, na onya mampeni any adum, na ye de a ye post kakrebi mawa, jam ran to a seminal. Jam ran to a seminal.
Aman unim say there is the health ministry issue we are na afe ministers award ba ansa no obi sende me video bi mengas me pacho boa me we me mate ewo Legon na me ni na wo Commonwealth Hall na ohun bibi anope etwa video de SND mengas sa abobo yafo no video fato so emayen na obia enhu ete obi please see the video above. I just took it from Regent University towards Malam Junction. The baller tricycles have taken over the entire outer lane from the EU China Mall all the way to McCarthy Hills Junction. That's the Wager Municipal Hospital. Omanhene. In the way, on Sabobo halfway. Omudi traffic mube
no, we wait
every morning.
Now because we want them. We cry and show us and for the next 4 months. Come on for them be disposed of through Abubu Yade. But anyway, former Greater Accra Minister of the King's Administration, former Interior Minister, ever can want them say, Sandy, my woman and fly. And it will no more quaint. I'm going to call baby. I'm going to in ready in a dump side of the Kogu. I take a good no. I'm going to take yeah. Now, no, we rush hour. Debbie, I don't think anywhere. Baby say sometimes in the morning, I have a modiano, Nafala Pazafe, a year bola casa, Dodonano, Omonamwa, and nobody be a who for baby and Semfata.
We above 500.
You are not getting me, and I'm waiting for the meeting Mamma a cost in Shuna. Asante to amount for a disposal of. Now, do na so shegu kwen.
This is terrible.
Do na she. In fact, the who ni say ahimachi kwa mo kanso mo kwa. Do na be shegu kwen.
No, ma
Omanhene regulated o. Obi di boni kra na ehu bia ni ho sa o. Say game pa bypass o nyina da ne bola. ahemachi se wo ba adwuma amanfo form no ma be hwiegu ho ebi fa frifri strangely private cars that chiri no ma wo bolem no mu do no ma to twa what the window about exactly no pa no to agro game pa bypass in the bola the bola enti no mo man no minim se ye sa na fi se ne o ma na ye no e kwa Azerbaijan enti automatically in Ghana they be so clear and clean enti ase it be bia it's not regulated. Is this thing in Kwadi? It's even an eyesore. Ferry. But this is so bad. Oh, we are trying to just say the implication in terms of health. And not the encounter what's some crowd. Who did traffic just guys the crisis here in terms of health. Traffic not yes, in terms of health. And not the encounter crowd. When you YouTube never video. Where are there? It's a complete eyesore. And then so but on the accuracy. That is Omaya Yachichima. Omano would they make attempt to regulate the front of these people. And Omoni and Koba, and Omunia Janini, and the Enquan people we are saying, but Pragia GSM, Motosakra GSM, Wilsu GSM, it be beyond the man yourself the way. Can't we do something new and something different? Why? Be piano, yet the man yourself free. Because we want votes, we don't want Ghana to develop. Monsieur Odopa, mobility my assemblyman be as I this. Yeah, but this thing cannot continue, man. When it cannot because airtime and you fair. This is the national capital for I'm saying that and we a major role. I'm saying national capital the Jaka. Apart from East cantonments, Bebia Flado Nkra. Bebia, I took time to drive through Accra Tema 2 days. Apart from East cantonments. Bebia ebufaso bebia na chado ehiu ahifao bebia ebuafao okofufa aboko bi inside okra papa de ndia enye kra na chese o se na obi wo eho yeah or say obi please this is set okay said Dazi as in passports or say the abobo air traffic is still there now so no car can pass the outer lane over 1,000 of them now and this one as a result of mitmaka of a year additional numbers now but if fear hodua amount for a year free omufia omu dispose of me but say the way omu dey kwan ya dey kotetegu na tetegu no asase ben any asase bi ekotu regu e dey kotetegu na wo dey okay opa na say bi wa chimote achiwa ya dey ko yeko bachelor mam we dey anya fe o na no ma anya fe we bi ni oh that is a nice one na aposi for crowd dan aposi for days yo wo say 24 na aposi for kontokwa wo dey bo aposi for days domi aposi for days was a you dey no to do area wo say 24 crowd no kontokwa aposi for na vacate dan no I wonder why rental space aposi for no crowd the why rental space na no ma ti so my mo bi ni men ko crowd bi na we dey ni won wan dey wen wait ni won na so ekwa do mo bo mo katakata so bompa ese enko denti na enko gukwa no obi anse se biem cars ne be fa so saa chiraw sa na ne kwan na fa na obi pa wo kasa ze de unima wey oh the way there na wey no bi na refi wana se o man ye ko bobo no ya prepare ti bi ko jina so dem kase ya bompa e die ko igudin kurima can you imagine as a obesonya eyi cassette here Kofi Adams wa kwesa oko Philadelphia na waka we ye oh please o say Ghana your group matches about be ball Philadelphia na we dem no hihye nkola team say we ya the papa go and train and go and win the cup play a team munye team mo ba e mu fa so a say oko ye na dem kan want okoko ye dey o say Ghana your matches ne ba ye be ball Philadelphia and on triple in ankoda we no omo sra omo wusra no omo fa nkobo you know that will be sanema why mama encourage sanema what is this as if we are the only country God resides in what is this and you may hear team no Brazil ne ba Argentina ba Mexico ba we ba obi ankoda pop fie sa kopem 2 days to the match romre obi ankoda pop fie enu ti nipa yare omu wu om kwatenta prayer camp mu breast cancer na dey so fie breast cancer why koye train na ko ball so a o si akoda so fie enu onko amusie no onko shi incense o
As a cancer.
Debbie na Dobi. Yeah, the Sasha Krantima. That is why Mabundu don't have a shortcut to success.
Yeah.
There's no shortcut. There is no shortcut. Oh, Tom. Who was off a shortcut? A crude means. And also, who's oh. For some colony teams, a unino, a Jumadane, no credit. Now, for the Yamisono, at Tareto. Hey, Jumadane, no credit. I want to have a court, say, or bread Jumadie, so what I say, but you are working. It was not blesses or Jumana, you triple it. A Christopher BTN, according to the official say magically. That guy's a to inclusion 77 and already more than 2 years. I training purposely for this World Cup.
So what Bompire says how? Say free kick beton.
No, magically that I think teams are from as motel from they be a Ghana Malam go. Every goal we are scoring Malam go. It's a record will be me names are called but well that is I don't fault him, but it's not a good thing for because man
it's not something we should encourage.
Yeah, it's not something we should encourage. As we speak now, even the formation or whatever, a Black Star ball, whether attacking, whether defense, whether whatever, they didn't plan on
week now, friendly match last one. Panama and you first match. Within 1 week, was the two mobile friendly matches means yeah, about one pay.
That's all you can say. Crazy
players, the Jaman Kwan or matches, they be no more. She
won't put up from here. Don't she Jamai? The good Japan is enough. Monsieur Shemia, who blame game about momentum. Say you lose your best friend. I mean, bomb by the you back cross the group stage. Now you're back within the group stage, yeah. And the president, Mama, on one born in 70, a jab a banner. Sure.
Enti Oman Yanko Ministry of Health.
My we na Yanko Ministry of Health. My who's Dr. Pesa White Wakasa on that award.
No,
the message was say
okay.
I respect him so much.
I throw article a daily graphic I publish.
I respect him so much. It will be difficult for me to say 7 hours can say so. But if there is respect I have for him, media basis of my judgment, yeah, your problem.
But also on the example,
your problem.
Say he was told to pay, and I don't think he would want to lie for anything.
But that's what I'm saying. Say what the Giami Ginidi ne krata watrono me de tutu hu dia na wo hwe de wo krata ni mu dia na se sa na e ko e become Ginidi e ye ne ye wo haw baby I do no and then ye wo haw pa o. Yeah. And then how I will expect that the organizers of that show why money is that show no
minim company ni but I hear say omo na ye RTP awards.
Oh akwes baby could be a problem. Hey
almost one guy
I think Maki
yeah Maki sure.
Oh on the way so
that's what I hear.
Baby of Febia, I don't know.
I cannot.
I think that there should be clarity. There should be clarity. No, there should be clarity on me clear because unclear wa hangi program na no. Yeah. Yenkutia nkunyaba so body de DJ president onye weda onye weda yenkutia nkunyaba so body onye da and wonso a wutua ye pass watua pa de a wonso se wa abasbody we do kwen
oh na we na so mampanyi be pam
na abasbody we do kwen abasbody we pa no even do ko because wadwuma no so ani a obi abehu nya se obi ahu se wadwuma no eso ani ewuba adwuma bibia nam ne kwan so eko ze dum so ba ye a era John Jinapo
na the birthday
oh number 6 no wanya de
oh John Jinapo PhD
doctor
happy birthday to you
doc o birthday dia and you say me baby we di lunch ko na o ye modest go man peyaka and I was me go for Shatawale mra office
oh happy birthday to you.
Oh happy birthday we do abo me na ABC yes
me I always maintain say when you do the work
it's clear
for the award my people will be questioning the award now everybody would see but I think the organizers would have to issue a statement. Let's hear their side of the story.
Very clear.
Because as it stands now, the information from Dr. Pesa White has all but damaged the awards, completely.
Oh, really?
They have
GG President Suman Abaso.
Yes,
I
think I to a man who share picture where it's been caught on social media where or more
cash for
allegedly a J awards. No, it's all
about social media. Gentleman, and do awards. Woman and clarify because they go awards the crowd.
Oh yes, how they will go awards. Yes, how they will go awards. I'm not there. We all share pictures now. Honorable K.C. Latofos apparently honor G overall best minister. Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa the best male minister, the best performing male minister. Regional minister best Greater Accra. Deputy minister best Dorcas Tofe transport. Our very good friend Kwame A+.
Deputy minister, we need a
best deputy minister Dorcas Tofe transport. Best female minister, Eastern Regional Minister. Most hard-working first-time MP, Kwame A+. Best MP, Roxanne Dafiama. That's the information here. Best female CEO, Ruth Sedo, National Service. Overall best CEO, Professor Ransford Jampo. And promising CEO, Julius Nikwe Kote. DVL a boss. That's the information making rounds. But unfortunately, said your man here Akano. Dr. Kwesa White tells us he was approached say Ontria Sikabi and a Wentria.
Now, I'm more petition the chief of staff. Say in awards no.
I say on shim. It's I think it's a
petition for investigation and appropriate sanctions against government appointees implicated in the alleged cash for awards scandal.
Oh.
We respectfully write to petition your high office to initiate an immediate investigation into allegations that certain government appointees paid sums ranging between 25,000 and 50,000 Ghana cedi to secure recognition in an award scheme dubbed the 6 Ghana Ministers of State Excellence Awards, which took place on Saturday, June 5, 2026. According to reports circulating in the public domain, the following high-ranking public officials participated and received awards from the organizers. They include Overall Best Performing Minister, Honorable Kessel Atufos, Minister of Finance, Best Male Performing Minister, Honorable Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa, Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Best Regional Minister, Honorable Linda A. Oklu, Greater Accra Regional Minister. It goes on to the last one. According to the Director General of SIGA, Dr. Michael Pesa White, organizers of the event made monetary demands between 25,000 Ghana cedi and 50,000 Ghana cedi per awardee for the awards and public recognition, informing his decision to act. And it goes on to say, just a minute, Obi. It goes on to say, it is our respectful contention that these allegations, if proven to be true, will undermine the integrity of public office, erode confidence in government appointees, and violate the ethical standards expected of public servants. Public office holders are entrusted with the responsibility of serving people with honesty, transparency, and accountability. It goes on and on. In the light of the foregoing, we respectfully request that your office institute an independent investigation into the allegations, direct all affected appointees to cooperate fully with any inquiry, publish the findings of the investigations to ensure transparency and public confidence, impose appropriate administrative or disciplinary sanctions on any appointee found culpable, and establish clear ethical guidelines to prevent similar occurrences in the future. And it's signed K. Kweku D.A. Techi.
Okay.
Oh, say Obama.
I say Obama muna edeko.
Where did he deal with the beating me?
Oh, okay.
D.A. Techi.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
It is
90 former deputy agriculture minister. Where you are going by the directives of the president. Why are they patronized Batakari?
Time is not ever father. But one thing I also have to add, and it may also possibly be Dr. Pesa White was approached with that offer, if it is true. It doesn't necessarily mean all other awardees may have been.
That is why it is in the interest of the organizers,
to also issue that statement. If remember, say somebody won his genuinely. Obi approaching so much baby. And Obi so ba
no at this point at this point
o say he said for validation.
What validation?
It's just somebody is watching.
What checks did they do? The institution or the event organizers before even becoming part of that award?
Yeah, but the awards has been run for the past.
Well, I don't know anything about Ministers' Award. I don't. To the best of my knowledge, every year ending behind Ekusi and the top 5 that credibility of Ekusi supersedes.
Yes.
To me, anything about the 6th edition of D&D, it's strange to me. And we are talking about
the allegation from none other than Siga, the man who is supposed to regulate state-owned enterprise, and you have some state-owned CEOs and so winning some of these awards. And man, a bit serious. Why I think the chief of staff would have to take interest in this. But already, Oman, there is a letter from the office of the president. It is signed,
in relation to.
It is signed by the secretary to the president.
Okay.
In relation to award asema yeken.
Okay.
Participation in private award schemes and related events. And the data by 9th
and 8th.
Okay. It's dated today. And His Excellency the President has noted with concern the increasing trend of ministers of state, chief executive officers of state institutions, and other public officials participating in and accepting awards from various private organizations, purporting to recognize them as, quote, the best performing, unquote, most outstanding, or most influential public office holders. In many instances, the organizations conferring such awards are largely unknown to the public.
Very unknown.
Their credentials are unclear, and no transparent, objective, or verifiable criteria exist for assessing the performance of public officials. Consequently, the proliferation of such awards has the potential to undermine the integrity of public service, create misconceptions regarding government performance assessment, and expose the government to unnecessary public criticism and embarrassment. Public office is a solemn responsibility entrusted to officials by the people of Ghana. Performance in the office cannot be reduced, cannot be measured by privately organized ceremonies, self-appointed rating bodies, or commercial award schemes whose methodologies and standards are neither established nor subject to public scrutiny. His Excellency therefore directs that all ministers of state, chief executive officers of state institutions, and other political appointees refrain from participating in, sponsoring, endorsing, attending, or accepting awards from such organizations unless expressly authorized by the office of the president. Government remains focused on delivering on its commitments to the people of Ghana. The true measure of the performance of ministers and chief executive officers is the extent to which they fulfill the policy objectives, programs, and sector-specific targets outlined in the 2024 NDC manifesto, the government's development agenda, and the performance in the respective supervising authorities. Accordingly, ministers and chief executive officers are reminded that their performance will be assessed based on tangible outcomes, measurable impact, effective service delivery, prudent management of public resources, and the successful implementation of government policies and programs. His Excellency the President wishes to emphasize that in due course, the presidency will undertake a comprehensive review of the performance of ministers and CEOs. The findings of this review shall constitute a key basis for decisions relating to retention in office, reassignment of responsibilities, and any future cabinet or executive restructuring. Public officials are therefore encouraged to devote their full attention to the execution of their mandate and the delivery of results for the people of Ghana rather than seeking or participating in external recognition schemes of questionable credibility.
Well,
your cooperation in this matter is highly appreciated. Please accept the assurances of the highest consideration of His Excellency, the President of the Republic. Signed, Callistus Mahama, PhD, Secretary to the President, and Odiakoma, all Ministers of State, all CEOs of state-owned enterprises.
Well, it should not come across as if we're news to him. The President has established code of conduct. Ministers are all over the country. Sometimes throw too much. Or to say PAV or papa. Or throw me a disuni sonko. Yeniso. Oh, Yeniso. Who they have brought for Yeniso? Are you saying that onim?
But awards is almost a hard.
And award no cry. Obaso Chese present code of conduct and say well, he's defining the relevance and essence of a public office holder under this regime and all other regimes. It's true. We respect that. But he should be bold enough to also point out a lot of the ministers, whether regional, whether MMDC, whether Director General, whether Cabinet Minister, a lot of them. Well, may issue an earlier warning that President says that all ministers should concentrate on the job and stop the presidential. But what can we do?
Oh, so be bien.
Hey, minioni. DNC.
No, can
we do the papa? It's me for many to so. Many your bar for. Yes, no. No, about for. But can't say be Judy papa. It's me for many to so. DNC. It's me so. My man child about for. Many your penny what to so. Me child. Obi yes in no anu omo hunu se enya se man pay so Kenya no omo hunu se man pay me asesa omo man pay should take them by surprise.
Yeah, but secretary akase
the conditions
there will be a comprehensive review. That review will form the basis of a reshuffle.
Obi Padarma we are head of department or whatever ECG no now ni munkwada ye adwuma nyina you were not going to wait for any comprehensive it will be only maybe man pay your choice onim tokrobia no bia de obia ka de obia ye bia ana otu focus aunti aso ka sem tia metia kwa de ekoso ba bia we are no some reference or some example it man pay knows it at the right time. What comprehensive? A lot of the ministers DC for regional ministers a lot of them they are totally out of a cage, you know.
And I think, as the letter said, when you are performing, achieving measurable impact, the whole Ghana we see you. And when you take some of the now we can't John Janapo, and the fact that when there was a challenge, there was action. There's been some resolution to some extent. When you take somebody like Eric Ejay, you can measurably.
But
at least, yes, at least there is something at Air Koso. A lot of their point when you take Sami Jemfi, President Ankaza Krabonabaso say he has anchored the economy. And you can see when the work is happening, you don't have to chase. And President Parker said there are some awards are our credibility. Man, it doesn't also mean say award be anya papa won.
Yes,
CIMG is credible.
GJ Awards.
Ghana Journalists Association credible. The Ghana CEO Summit credible because a awards are man penyi ankasa kobi. And for those awards, with approval from the presidency, you can go for them. Benye any award be springing up a dimbina or money nam clout to somebody pesca.
No, that.
You jump over yourself going for
Adum TV. Why I think of obisi when I almost say himself. I'm the day I'm judging. Mediane. Award no. We don't judge it. That's how what mama award. Who will be best newscaster for the wow, papa. Now go for free. I am in Thomas Grow. Best drive time presenter. No, Edina Bonwa, who's the editor?
Yeah. Nipan go be on Pontini.
Just I shock me see. I want to be my award. Now I tell them coach come I put it on the table. I did Jew with him no akuma. Mickey must have him already. I put it on the table. Hey! What did you blame Maka put it? not that I'm no. Because I didn't what did you know? I feel something for I put on your table with a name.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Move on to
NPR with one number. Was it?
Na no crepa say NPR reform come out obedi no so no.
Yes.
But we also only more accommodate 3 months.
Yeah.
Very important. Yeah, me kind of say am for gidi power me tia o. Eti am for say dey. E dey won say obi ba no krenie Ghana our motherland.
Yeah.
Any baby akọ sometimes no madam my betra na edi enkomo na nya say ya ebia ho no me any baby afa. Ebesi na blaster enim sika coach koji. Ebesi na enim sika coach edge. We so akoye buomu ade. Ebesi na yenim. Eti se ya twetwe nipa adwene sisa nkomo so a. Mesramo ti se de ye ka no. E free na ekọ. Road minister.
Yes.
Meti mesusu ama o se insuo hurupa etopa na huru ye kwan gu basa asadia contractor for ahodo ayemom contract no especially big push ni sanko for hold me some say wo consultants no gusu a omo hwa man no ma yeah so be ebedi troche Ghana from YouTube become me punish you.
Yeah, it's true.
Me punish you.
But we have to get to that
because you nisika
enya sadia baby answer.
Yes. Yes.
Technocrats ne pesadia no mo se
yes de bia da wo mo mpaboa dodo aso god nko a oboa the beer Pabua, I swear God. The beer won't Pabua, I swear God. Oh, please.
Weekends no which
would have weekends a year. No cocoa for the sports on Abasi. I don't want to go. The beer office on Kim Prink one, I swear God. The beer Kim Prink and that's it. Casper. I know Cabiani. What was a 4 to 4 hopper? Minister of doing also moment on one it says no more. Mama chao lawyer penyi so chao lawyer mo akwata so chao o si okuku seku
we say obi nana ya tempem jantwa
nana ya kuribo
obi Omanhene is being one-sided and I believe my brother Omanhene should congratulate the president for trying to bring sanity into governance. Okay, I want to believe it's in reference to Callisto's letter.
Yeah.
But I think don't get Omanhene wrong. Omanhene didn't say the letter is not timely.
Very, very timely.
But the point is and what's the math? The crisis management need too much. Some timely. Of the things we can preempt and deal with, you know. Now, Etimia, when I say when I just say, Busanso no one can say you can PU as once. Busanso that. And I do the same or frekacho how they are finding difficulty in breaking to. Who the Busanso that? Or Babesio. Okoka electricity ni so one sem and that day no phone you already say education bill here biano baby o ma pria ko do challenges o nyina o be pia ni nyina dia ba it's true tina na ya to amesel president pay oda ona wanya nipa dodo na mu gidi especially you yes
o ya kase min rate e ba wadwuma metima ma 100 plus 1 e ba radio so nkomo dia e do bia e for no me se menu madro bia na menu madro ba kuma nyina e ho dia na
like a crowd ben dey normal Charlie but I put it to you on the table. I put it to you on the table baby I just kwekubu ahin so chia diplomat kwekubu
diplomat
all the way from Brussels in Belgium kwekubu ahin that's Eric J say ochia Andy can come 8 years or say Obi, the president must breathe life into his code of conduct by cracking the whip. Senior journalist and
because my doctor Tro Bibia that no my flout to na doctor Tro no gusu flout to na doctor Tro afi wanya careful
yes
doctor Tumia e wono say otra ni hu be hu no na ba na eden e ba form never form. The ministers be brave. That no call landman can't say. Papa be far Mike no. Na same here or kai in na say. TikTok ni a year parties no. Adults do. The impression they are creating is that omo ye juma no mo chili no mo chili kwa koso chili. TikTok ministers mo koso chili.
Say unim isa money.
Penyu pa central
say Neymar Jr. is 34 years old. Lionel Messi is 38 years old. Cristiano Ronaldo is 41 years old. Andre Ayew is 36 years. Stars with clout and experience are representing at the World Cup. Ghana, we have Andre Ayew, but the football people have a different reason why we should not send Andre to the World Cup.
100% Kedi Andre ko. And I mean, yeah, Johnny. Na se obi maka na mucha boy me na mchazo. Maka bataja. Mene wa ko kasa o kapena Dominic kasa I don't time kwa na. EBPJ mwa. Hey Dominic. The pensions for Abasi the pay me.
Pensions for na ba. Good.
Kino wa mama nyina granchi Domi.
The man e be da.
Extra me ba be ka doctor for asem no. Ba me domasi say.
For not today.
Me domasi say ma me tina me chia. Me domasi say doctor for no minister akasa kama. Na biako.
Ada. Na say oma call it off strike.
Oh yes.
They have.
The doctors have.
Okay, that's good.
The domasi and regional minister so did know.
Asante regional
express directive from the health minister and also coordination.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you should na me tete say Confanoche emergency ward no empire wo 37.
Oh yes,
which is very small.
Minister we do me obetu ye meboa. Yeah. Ye empire ne say obe faster. Omso dey bed the
bed management will be and I think it's a good thing. Kwabena Mintakando it's very good. Ekosi saying Sune Haya Sempa FM. Yeah, the time with the NPRA Air Bremo Yeria na afe yene chairman won to me ashase edi enkomo ansana no moma yentie we emra sisia. Ekosi saying Sune, stay with us.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth.
Oh, Fabia, now what you say? And who did you know?
Mom, Patros, I toothpaste not that the buyer no. Send me the chichimisi and no me no shishime, no me boss of no me.
Wait, no excuse. Abofra.
You think it won't come to anything?
They have nothing to give us. Listen, really? All the things he has said, the president is weak. First of all, he is a weak leader. Mahama is his excellence. He's a weak leader. He's clueless. He's completely distracted. He's focusing on other things. I don't think he's even worried about. Let me speak. You see, and this is a very serious matter. Hamza says so much and actually comes to nothing when it comes to the real situation at hand. Listen, and you see, these guys, they treat us like we are some zombies in this country and we just follow the crowd and move around. Mahama attack. This is what he said. This is what Mahama said when he was in opposition. He says that I am making a pledge to end this perennial flooding in Accra. And then he says, Mahama said his government will find engineering solutions to the persistent flooding issues, especially in Accra, if he is re-elected as president in the December 2024 elections. He made a Facebook post, May 27, 2024. This is what he said. We cannot afford to continue risking the lives and livelihoods of our people. It is time for real change and real solutions. Commenting on the floods in Accra, Mahama criticized the MPP's government's failure to manage, and this is where it is key, and prevent floods effectively. And he highlighted a deep concern about the government's lack of comprehensive flood prevention and management plan. This is Mahama speaking. This is the man that has the power now. He has 4 flooding seasons, or let me say 4 rain seasons. Is that correct, engineer? 2 of them, he has failed miserably, and he's still giving us hope. Does it make sense? Does it make sense?
It does.
Why wouldn't any citizen scream? Why won't citizens be bitten by fly? Why won't citizens be frustrated? You have 4 rainy seasons. It's not as if the country has been well to you forever. You have 4 rainy seasons. 4.
He might have 8.
Please. You are sitting in opposition. He already has 8.
No, I'm saying that
this man is already in his 6th year of leading this country. This clueless president, he's already in his 6th year of leading this country, and he's now looking for what the problem is. Pathetic. And you're talking about people. In fact, I've been bitten by fly mosquitoes. Which other ones are created by? Which other ones are created? Fly bees.
I'm glad that he has accepted.
I've been bitten by
not just in relation to this matter.
Because I have a very clueless, useless government that has no plan for the country. How can you be in opposition for 8 years after you have been president for 4 years? So 12 years, you've been at the forefront of this country. You be talking plenty. I just quoted one to you. He has one video that is on one of your portals saying plenty about flooding when he was in opposition. This is a man that has been president for 4 years, that has been in opposition for 8 years. It means that you've had an opportunity 12 years to identify all the problems in this country. Now you are voted into office, and in your second year, you are now telling us that you are going to find solutions. Pathetic. Pathetic. 3 syllables.
Is it fair to expect a solution in 2 years?
But of course, if there is any president that this country expects solution from him every month, it is this president. Let me tell you, nobody wanted Mahama back. The only reason why Mahama was brought back was because people thought that he had experience, he had learned something.
So people wanted.
Oh, please, I beg you.
So your premise is faulty.
Please, I beg you.
Nobody
please,
wanted
I beg you. I beg you. I beg you. I said the only reason why. Listen. Stop disrupting me.
I'm not.
Why are you fidgeting? Why are you jittering? Why are you? Your eyes are all red already. Relax. See, Mahama, everybody knew he was a useless leader. Because in his it's useless. Useless means that you have no use. The man was in power from 2012 to 2015. Basically sank this country into a deep hole. Do you know why Mahama lost with 1 million votes in the past? Because he was completely useless.
So Baumia is completely useless.
Baumia has not been president.
But he lost.
Oh, please,
2 million votes.
Please. He has not been president.
See some of the things
can you stop this? Can you stop? Why are you worried? Why? I sat and listened to you for 15 minutes. Respect me. Show me respect. Show me respect. Show me respect. Show me respect.
Around this table, even the words he's using against His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, you know I will not use those words against Dr. Mahmoud Buhari. And especially when it's not grounded in fact. You don't do that. This is why you win so.
Let's take a break here. We'll come back.
There are young people who are listening to us.
If you take an example, I can promise you that this show will be over.
No. Why would you do that?
No, I will not lose my thought. No. Tell your production that it's not my fault that I was truncated. I will speak. You will not want a break. I will speak.
Dennis, don't do this.
I will speak. No, you will not do that on the show. No, you will not do that. Why would I be speaking? You allow him to interject me, and then you want to truncate my thought process.
Dennis,
why do you do that? Should I get up and leave?
No, calm down.
Then why shouldn't I speak?
Calm down. Let's have a gentleman.
No, but it's not to me, it's to him.
Very well.
He was disrupting me. Why should he disrupt me?
Let's take a break.
I sat down listening to you to move around without interrupting you.
Let's take a break and come back, and then you continue. Please wrap up your.
No, I'm not wrapping up. I'm not. Don't do that. I don't want to have issues with you.
No,
Nana, it's very difficult waking up and coming.
No, I'm asking that you make your submission and wrap up on the subject. So we can move on.
He truncated me. Please let me speak.
Please speak.
It's a very serious subject matter. And you see, Hamza, I beg you, don't interrupt me again. I know how uncomfortable it is to be in government and dealing with these things.
No,
you asked for it, so deal with it.
I'm very comfortable.
Nana,
and government can
when you are describing the leadership, okay, you are either a visionary leader or you were a useless one. That is what it is.
Are we going back to this?
Yes. Because you see, that is what we voted for. Listen to the president. It's 27th March 2024. And just so you confirm, this is his Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Great. I'm picking his 6th paragraph. He says, given the opportunity to lead our beloved country again, a new NDC government under my leadership will not rest until we find an engineering solution to the persistent flooding and implement an effective prevention and management plan. Our commitment to this cause is unwavering, and we are determined to bring about the change our nation desperately needs. Desperately means that it's very urgent. And then he clearly identified what the solution would be. And this is where he's a very useless leader. Now he's in office. Last week, when he was in the UK, and somebody asked him at the town hall, or wherever he was, about the flooding. The man that said that our flooding is an engineering problem. Today that he's in office, listen to what he said. The flooding in Accra is not an engineering problem. It is a problem of indiscipline. This is the leader that we have.
That's not accurate. You are
That's what he said at Chatham
House.
That was
not what His Excellency President Mahama said yesterday.
I don't think he entirely ruled out engineering.
Yesterday, did I say? Aside from the UK.
From the UK.
That's not yesterday. It's on video. video. I'm even putting it.
The question was put to him in the UK.
You see, when you label the president as being useless, bring issues to the you are the useless one. You are the president.
Hold on. Let him quote so we have evidence of what he's saying. Let him quote, and then you have evidence of what he's saying.
And if you don't stop that, you will not speak again.
Well, are you the host of the
flooding in Accra is mainly caused by indiscipline, poor waste disposal, and building on waterways, not engineering failures. Listen, the president is a useless leader. The man that told us,
what the president
that is what he said.
That one.
In the UK.
In the UK.
That one.
I've read it to you.
What he just read.
But what he said, how you rule out
he doesn't rule out engineering.
Building on waterways, what's that?
He said not engineering failures. You know more than the president. Hey, you know more than the president.
Oh my God.
You know more than the president. Why are you doing this morning? Would you let, should I go get up and go?
Okay, I'll think I'll get my right.
Whatever you want to do, but you will not have the opportunity to rebut like I let you do the first time. Because of what you've done to me.
Nana, what have I done to you? Why are you crying this morning like this?
Would you stop him?
Hamza,
you are destroying the show today.
Let's have a good show. You
are destroying the show today. This is all like you. I can understand, but this is all like you.
But you see, my discomfort.
Your discomfort doesn't matter.
Listen. There are people watching us.
No, but you are destroying it.
And so we have to be.
This morning you are the one who has made reference. So we can all verify.
Okay, let me allow you.
He's made reference. So we can all verify.
The useless leadership that we have today.
Oh, he has moved.
In the useless leadership that we have, a useless president. The useless leadership that we have today.
How can they
told us in 2024 that the problem in Accra is an engineering problem. It is on his wall. Then when he has been given office, he is now telling us that it is not as a result of engineering failure, and that it is because of indiscipline. That is how useless we are right now, even as citizens, in terms of the kind of leadership that we have. Hopeless. There is no hope for us. And when I'm speaking, you want to interrupt me. When people this morning are seeing the clouds gather and they are getting palpitations, that's a serious matter. Stop protecting your government. Your government should work. The president was clear. I've highlighted it here.
My government, our government.
Who you and whose government? I didn't vote for Mahama. I am not. I did not vote. Stop interrupting me.
The government is not for
you. Are in government. You are in government. Stop disrupting me.
You see, sometimes.
Chaleba, why?
Okay.
You are going to speak. Flow. Are you forgotten?
Flow.
You forgotten?
Flow. Nana, let him flow.
Yeah.
You have the full time. I can give my time to you.
Dennis, please
I'll cede my time to you.
I bet President Mahama. He can fail at everything. He has failed at Galamsey. He has failed at Cocoa. He has failed the teachers. He said he will give them automatic posting. He has failed the nurses. He said he will give them automatic posting. He has failed the unemployed 133 shift job. He has failed.
I cannot say they are recruiting 16,000.
Charlie. We are in a serious country. Do you know the number of nurses and teachers who are home, which he promised them automatic posting?
But he can't absorb all of them.
But did they ask him to promise them that? Did they ask him when he was?
What would do this to also come to the reality?
Who is the reality? You went to promise the people. You two are talking about reality. So why are you telling me this? Am I the one you should tell this to? Am I the one? Why are you telling me this? Am I the one you should tell me this to? The man spoke, and we have him on record. I told you, see, every subject matter, I already have the videos of all of them. If you mention flood, I have videos of all of them.
What was said before?
Yes, I didn't say it. So why are you telling me that I should be realistic? You see, when you say that, do you know what you are doing? You are making the Ghanaian voter feels like they don't have sense. They know what they want to vote for. The teachers who went to queue, you think 1.7 million voters for nothing? They went to queue and voted for him because he made a specific promise to them. You have failed all these people. You told cocoa farmers you will build borehole and polytank in every cocoa farm. Have you seen that video? In every cocoa farm, there are 800,000 cocoa farmers. He said you put a borehole and polytank in every cocoa farm. You have failed all these people. As for flooding, if you fail, people will die. So don't fail on that. That is what Hamza should be doing. This morning, instead of gymnasting and all of that, he should be telling us that next week when he comes, he will come and tell us what is in the report. And come and give us itemized bullets on what the government is going to do to at least for the rest of the rainy season, which is the short term, prevent further devastation. I don't expect flooding to end all of a sudden in Accra. But you can do something about it in the short term to ameliorate the effect. And then how in the medium term next year, we will not see flooding like we are seeing today. And then in long term, you will fix it. You said you will fix it. This is you. We the people don't care about how you do it. Don't come and give us excuses and stories and how in the 1980 it was like that and how it is something that has been there. You knew it has been there. You say you fix. I beg you. You should give some respect to the Ghanaian citizens. Where we are right now, people are irate. If you go and put a ballot box right now in an room, you will get 0. Because somebody hasn't stepped out for the past 1 week. So there are serious issues. Then you don't have to just come and sit and do grammar gymnastics over it. You know the way these lawyers they are. When you say, they will tell you are not a lawyer, so don't talk. They will use some English and grammar to just try and beat. Charlie, this is people's livelihoods and people's lives. And for me, I hold nobody accountable. I don't hold any citizen responsible. I hold the president responsible. Because me, where I live, it's a planned area. I have respected the laws. I have built my house properly according to law. And yet, I am flooding. And you are telling me that I should be part of the solution. What am I supposed to do? What should be my role? When you know that in this country, if engineer is building in a waterway and me, the citizen, I attempt to call him out, there may be a fight. It can even turn into violence. It is your job to make sure that, as me, I am obeying the rules and the laws and building appropriately. You will make sure that engineer doesn't build in a waterway. Why are you putting the responsibility on me, the law-abiding citizen, the one that I have done the right thing? Why are you telling me to come and help you solve the problem? When I have gone to queue, vote, and giving you the resources and the mandate to make sure that engineer doesn't build in the waterway, why are you calling me to be part of the solution? What am I supposed to do? When I have done all the things I'm supposed to do and I'm living, tell me, what am I supposed to do? Law-abiding citizen. Law-abiding citizen. What am I supposed to do? If you knew you didn't have the solution, if you knew you didn't have the solution, if you knew you didn't have the solution, you shouldn't have gone to put yourself up on the ballot paper. Of all the millions of 36, 38 million Ghanaians, you said we should give all our resources and our mandates to you. Now we have given it to you, that you are pushing back to me that at the moment I'm not indisciplined. I am very disciplined. I have built at the right place, followed all the procedures. Why are you calling on me? You are weak, you are useless, you are hopeless, you have no plan, and you are clueless as a leader. That is where the problem is. You
all right,
say one
thank
thing
you.
And do another thing.
Thank you.
Thank you. No.
Let me come in.
I'll speak again.
We're running out of time. We need to move on to our
If you
next
speak,
subject.
I will speak again. That will be my.
I don't have a problem.
But with this, we need to move on to our next subject. I beg you.
You now know it's important.
We need to move on to our next subject.
Now you know it's
And of course,
important.
I'll start with you on the next subject because I.
When I say George, he has mentioned a number of things, but I think the bigger one is the LGBTQ matter. Then is the issue happening in Parliament. Do you see it as a delay tactic? And your party didn't agree with the bill as part. So are you happy that the Speaker has intervened? How are you going to deal with this matter, considering that the Speaker's request is seen as unlawful to an extent?
So Maru, thank you and good morning to my senior brothers here. See, the reason why I needed time to talk about this LGBTQI is because there's history. And some George and a few of the NDC friends are trying to deflect the issues and taking the conversation out of context because they know what it does to them. No pretense here. If there is one single thing that catapulted the NDC into power in 2024, LGBTQI will be part. In fact, if you should pick the 5 things that catapulted them and gave them a certain high level of goodwill, it will be LGBTQI. They lied about it. They did propaganda about it. They spun the issues on LGBTQI.
What did they lie about?
I'll come to it. So bad so that at some point, even if you are minding your business and you're polling station chairman of MPP, you are seen in a certain light. Even at the time when there was a bill that was proposed by both sides of the House. And that is why I find it extremely hypocritical. When the NDC, especially Sam George and his friends, want us to make it look like it's okay, a law has been passed, let's just move. It's dangerous. And it's marks of a group of people who are not interested in anything in this country but just politics. I'll tell you why. We're all in this country. When something started going on around the country, you wake up in the morning, some people have mounted billboards, some people are flying flags. In fact, let me remind you, probably refresh your mind. What brought the heat in this conversation was when a certain office was set up
around Hacho
on LGBTQI. That is what actually sparked the conversation and then eventually brought the whole country around a certain bill. nobody from the MPP side, or let me say the MPP. I won't say nobody. The MPP and NDC made up a lot of people, but the MPP as an organization and government has never for once been against the LGBTQI bill. There is no record of the president or any minister of state or even members of parliament as a group saying that as for us MPP we are against the bill. None. In fact, for the record, the bill was not championed by Sam George. It was championed by Sam George and other members of parliament, including MPP members of parliament.
One MPP
yes. I mean 2024.
7.
Then the bill was put in parliament. When the bill was put in parliament, members from both sides expressed views. In fact, lawyers from the NDC side actually expressed certain views on the LGBTQI bill. I personally, I was on TV3, I remember, and I told them that I am for anything that ensures that my little child is not exposed to this nonsense. However, I am against certain clauses in the law that criminalizes you, Umar Sanda, and I being sent on an assignment in Tamale and want to go and sleep at Modern City. Our money, we want to save one and use one, and we are going to be charged for some crime. I was against that. I was against so many other aspects of the law. That is what everybody heard us talk about. Not just me, other citizens of the country said that there are certain aspects of the law that includes even how lawyers can conduct themselves when it comes to issues of LGBTQI, how civil society organizations, how experts can talk about the matter. Because in that law as it was passed in 2024 or as it was being discussed in 2024, included things that did not make sense. Not once did Sam George acknowledge these legitimate concerns of these people. All he said was that pass the bill, pass the bill, pass the bill. And people kept saying the bill is dangerous. This morning, when you asked him a question about the experts, the water down on experts and why they have removed it and made it an exemption, you heard his response. He said that, but there's a NACA law and there's something in our directive principles of state principle policies that actually frowns on certain values, and so it makes up for it. Sam George, in 2024, when his attention was being drawn by Richard Sky and Co., that there are laws in this country, as you mentioned earlier, that already are against this LGBTQI thing. Do you know what he said? He said, if you think these laws are there, then why do you have a problem in aggregating and consolidating all of these different laws into one law? But you see today, he's referencing a NACA law, which is separate, and saying that could be used, using constitution to control experts and their views on LGBTQI. So that is where our concern is at the moment. Because based on these things, which were legitimate concerns, which today you agree with, you went on the street of Accra and called another Danko Ekufa the Trumutu man. Those were the words you used. Trumutu man. You called MPP Trumutu party. You went to Asante North and told them that if you don't vote against the MPP candidate, they would not pass an anti-Trumutu law because MPP supports Trumutu. To the extent that even me, Miracles, that I love girls, love women, when I see women... Men candidate. No, like you and like myself and Umaru, the way we see women and we are happy.
No.
Don't question him again.
No, I was going go on your own. Continue.
All of a sudden, because I'm MPP, when I step out, people like Sam George and Co have made it look like all of a sudden, even me, I'm gay. That is how bad the situation was, and that is why some of us will not allow Sam George and Co to take the conversation out of context.
But what have they
done?
Now
wait, relax. Now fast forward. The law was passed in the midst of all the concerns that were raised. The law was passed without Sam George and Co acknowledging these concerns by Richard Sky, Amanda, Gajeko and Co. Without they acknowledging, they passed the law, and he passed the law with so much grin and excitement, and said that it must be punitive. In fact, I have a video of Sam George here saying that even that law that we passed is not punitive enough. And that when he goes to Uganda, even Museveni, what's the name?
Yoweri
Museveni, that is not like, has even passed a law that includes death. And that our law is not even punitive enough because Uganda has death as part of the punishment. Now you come into office. Now let me even put, before I even get there, the law has been passed. When the law was passed, immediately the law was passed, Richard Sky went to court. And Richard Sky went to seek certain reliefs. The reliefs were clear. One of the reliefs sought to block Parliament from even transmitting the bill to the president. One of the reliefs they were seeking to. When I read the Supreme Court ruling this morning, it was quite clear. Now, the president at the time was written to, and there's this letter I keep hearing them saying, making it look like Akufo-Addo didn't want to sign. Akufo-Addo never anywhere said that he wasn't going to sign the law. He never said it anywhere. Akufo-Addo never said anywhere that he had a personal opinion on the law. The Attorney General wrote to the president, which is in the cease and desist letter, telling him that, Mr. President, I have been served with an application that is seeking to bar me and you from attempting to assent to the LGBTQI bill, which is true, the Richard Sky application. And there is also an application, the same application is also seeking to bar Parliament from even transmitting the law to you. Mr. President, my advice to you, and you are a lawyer, my advice to you is that, you are a law student. My advice to you is that when there is such application, you are preemptively barred from taking any action on the matter.
So don't touch it.
Remember, if you read the Richard Sky application, it was preemptive. Yeah. In fact, the Supreme Court judge said it, that he was only preempting, that if he doesn't act, the thing will be transmitted. So the Attorney General wrote and advised the President. All the President did was to write to Parliament, the Speaker. Remember, Parliament is also laws of their own, and said that this is what my Attorney General has advised me on. My advice is that I'm not going to flounce on the laws because I'm being barred now by this application. So don't transmit to me. Remember, Parliament was not under obligation to listen to the President. And that's something that people also refuse to realize. And they put the entire thing in Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo only wrote to you that don't transmit to me. The laws allow you to transmit your bill when you finish to me. I am only drawing your attention to what the Attorney General has told me and what the laws are. You could have ignored my letter because that is not, you are not under any obligation to
and still
transmit it to me. So that if it gets to me and I refuse to sign, then I'll be held responsible for it. When the letter was sent to Parliament, the Speaker of Parliament did not transmit the bill to the President. So as at 2024 7 December, Akufo-Addo had received no bill from the Parliament of Ghana. And yet, Sam George and his people, till date, made it look as if Akufo-Addo refused to sign a certain bill. As it stands now, has Mahama received the bill?
No.
How can we say Mahama has refused to sign the bill?
His secretary did not write to say don't bring it to me.
Because there's been no injunction served on the secretary.
Was it necessary for the secretary to have written to Parliament to say
yes, it was
don't send it to me?
Yes, it was very necessary.
If you know that the procedure is that when you pass a bill, you bring it, you should have waited when the bill is brought.
It was very necessary. That is why if you read the letter very well, the secretary quoted laws. Yes. So read and pay attention to the laws first.
I have seen that.
Exactly. So it was very necessary. But when you received that letter as Parliament, you were not under any obligation to respect that letter. If indeed you didn't think that the letter was making sense, you would have dispatched the bill to them. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. If you didn't think that the laws he was referencing and the laws he was referring to made sense, you would have gone ahead and sent
so
it
blame Parliament, not Akufo-Addo.
Don't blame Parliament, don't blame Akufo-Addo, blame our laws.
Okay.
Our laws are clear. If somebody takes a certain action, and even especially with the kind of action Richard took, it was a preemptive action. Anything you did would have hurt the reliefs we were seeking if he was granted those reliefs. You understand what I'm saying? So it was very important that anybody that believes in rule of law would actually respect that cease and desist letter, unless you seek to do the things Sam George and co were doing. Now, Akufo-Addo didn't receive the law. So for the record, nobody should ever say that Akufo-Addo did not sign anti-LGBTQI law.
But he did not sign.
Parliament was, the law didn't get to him.
Yeah, but he did not sign.
No, but he did not have any law.
Yeah, so he did not sign.
Please.
I'll give you a chance.
He did not have any law. How do you sign something that I don't have?
Okay, continue.
What was there for him to sign?
Then it's continue.
There was nothing there for him to sign.
Okay.
You understand? And that is the dishonesty that the NDC peddle. Akufo-Addo did not sign a law. Has Mahama signed any law barring teachers from wearing uniform? Because there's no law like that before Mahama.
Okay.
What sense is there would there be for a teacher to go and say Mahama did not sign a law barring us from wearing uniform? Is there a law before Mahama to sign barring teachers from wearing uniform? Akufo-Addo had no law before him.
Okay.
For him to even determine whether he would sign or not. Then they said that if it was dispatched to him, then he would have made his concerns known. Akufo-Addo never said in his cease and desist letter that he personally had a concern. Was anything there like that?
So let's proceed from there.
No, I'm coming. There was no, but it's important. That part is very important. Yes. There was nowhere in the cease and desist letter that Akufo-Addo said that he had a personal view on the law. He didn't say that. In fact, he referenced Amanda and Richard Sky.
Yes.
In the cease and desist letter. So nobody should create that impression. But that is something that the NDC benefited from. Now you've benefited hugely from this. You've come to power. When you came to power, before you come to power, you made a promise to the people. You said, and the president himself said it, I will sign the law. That's what he said. I will sign the law. He never said, I will sign a revised law. I will sign the law.
As brought to him by Parliament.
Yes. Some judge said that if the President Mahama fails to sign the law, he was going to demonstrate or whatever. Now you've come. Just take that law that you so much believed in. The law you believed was even weak because it didn't include death penalty. Just take it to the president. You take it to Parliament. Then do you know what they have done? The same issues that Richard Sky, Amanda, and so many other people, including myself, were raising are the issues that now you are going to remove. Remember that in 2024, Akufo-Addo didn't even have majority in Parliament. So a lot of the Parliament control was more or less balanced. Now you have absolute control. You don't even need the minority to do anything. You're going to remove the things that you were forcing Akufo-Addo to sign. The thing that you are calling Akufo-Addo names for not signing. You're going to make changes.
They're being progressive. That's how the country.
So thank God for the Akufo-Addo's vision. If that is even the case, it means that Akufo-Addo had. No, I'm just making a point. If you are saying that they were being progressive, it means that those who were against it, including myself, had a vision and foresight that Sam George and Co. and those in Parliament now didn't have.
They said they've just given it further meat.
They've actually reduced the meat. If you go and remove things from the 10, what have you done? How is further meat when you remove the 10?
You have not removed. They have explained further.
They have not.
They have taken steps to clarify.
I beg you. So you knew that Richard Sky was right.
No,
you knew that Amanda was right.
No,
you knew that those who were raising concerns, like myself then, raising concerns about some of these things were right.
They said they subjected it to the constitution, and people like Richard Sky were not fully satisfied. So that's why now they've decided to break it down.
Yeah, but so then if that is the case, then why is it that when Richard Sky and Co went to court, seeking to bring these same things down, you were all over the country insisting that Akufo-Addo the issue, ignore all those things and sign? Why are you doing the water down?
Okay.
That's notwithstanding. You have done whatever you have to do. Take it to the president to sign. You have confusion now amongst yourself. This one MPP cry is not part of. Because we don't even matter. You've passed the thing alone. Because we believe that whatever you promise the people is what you should deliver. Even though I was against the clauses, you were for it. And you won the elections on the back of those things that you were for. So me, I am not for you removing anything from the law at this point. You made a promise. You must live by it. Now you have gone back to remove it. Your speaker disagrees with your majority leader. Your majority leader disagrees with your speaker. And you guys are now fighting. And your president himself is not ready to sign. He never said. But did Akufo-Addo also say so? Okay. Did Akufo-Addo say so? The president is in London making excuses.
He's not making excuses.
He's not a member of parliament.
He's not making excuses.
What is he doing? He hasn't only put it on paper.
He said that.
I keep telling you that I'm very intelligent. I won't lie to you. I'm a very intelligent guy. You know what the way they say it in Chi?
Okay.
Akufo-Addo put what Mahama is saying on paper.
That's the only difference.
That's the only difference. Akufo-Addo put what Mahama is saying on paper.
So one is verbatim, one is text.
But when you go to court, unverbal submissions also accepted.
They accepted.
So what are you talking
about? It's called viva voce.
He has basically sent a cease and desist notice to Parliament that they are supposed to do. They said there are some procedural issues, and so he's hoping that they will resolve those issues. It's a cease and desist, except that it's not on a green letterhead. It doesn't mean that Mahama has refused to sign, because I am too intelligent to behave like the way Sam George and Co behaved by saying that Mahama hasn't signed when I know that the law is not before Mahama.
Thank you.
So to contextualize this conversation as I end,
I want it to end, please.
The hypocrisy of the NDC is quite glaring. They lied on the Akufo-Addo and the MPP. They misled the entire country into thinking that they love this country so much that they were passing a certain law and the Akufo-Addo and Co were against, only for them to come and attempt to water down the law. He talks about amendment. There are 31 amendments. I have the entire list here. I can take you through it. 31 amendments. How does it make sense that the law that you so much championed, all of a sudden you, the same person, must work on it, and you will remove 31 one of the things from the same law. Then all of a sudden, your president should sign. The president that promised us that he was going to sign the 2024 bill, all of a sudden he's saying that there are procedural issues, so go back. That's hypocrisy. Is what people are calling out.
Thank you so much. That's Dennis Miracle Abuaji. I have Dr. Osai Kwapong on Zoom. Good morning. Just let me be sure if you are there. I'll come back to you. Can you hear me, sir?
Good morning to you as well.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. The lawyer, Deputy Gaming Commission, NDC member will do a quick re-examination and then we can move on from this subject. Sam George had dealt with the matter.
Yes.
Dennis has just spoken. If there's anything you want to loose up or tie up before we can
Very
proceed.
well. I mean, good morning.
Musa, I don't think you want to talk about LGBT. Or have you done some polling on LGBT?
No, yes, I mean, before the elections,
yes.
What people said.
Okay, then I'll come to you do that for me. Yes,
Very well. Good morning to my colleagues here. I think that my brother Miracles has had a very good opportunity to speak about this and an attempt to expose some things he thought are hypocritical, but I think he has not been fair to the information and what has been historically established. See, we were in this country when e-levy bill was passed. Haruna Idrisu, Ablakwa, and others went to the Supreme Court to stop the implementation of e-levy. That suit was pending. In fact, it was in May 2022 that Supreme Court finally dismissed the injunction application. By March, prior to the decision on the Supreme Court decision, Akufo-Addo has signed it.
Yeah, but that's a court. Not
wait. I said there was a pending injunction application.
Okay. So he should have self-injuncted.
The same principle should apply.
Okay. That
because there was a pending suit in respect of LGBT bill that was passed, Akufo-Addo could not sign the bill.
Okay.
But in that same period, there was an application, injunction application before the Supreme Court. Akufo-Addo went ahead to sign the e-levy bill. I'll give another example. University of Education, Winneba, had some challenges. I don't know whether you remember in respect of the appointment of a VC.
Yes, so, I remember and that. I think Apenyumaki was lawyer for.
Exactly, and the swearing in of the new VC a ceremony was scheduled for that. Now there was a pending application before the High Court in Winneba to stop that particular swearing in ceremony.
Malto advocate.
Absolutely. Bernardo disregarded the application and went ahead to attend the program where the new VC was appointed. And so if you tell me that he was just complying with the rules of court and the fact that there was an application that has been brought to his attention, and that is why he disregarded it, but that is why he did not sign the anti-LGBT law in 2024, then unfortunately there's some inconsistency in how he has managed other related matters where there's an application before court. That aside, mind you that what was the essence in writing to the Clerk of Parliament? To desist and resist.
Cease and desist.
Ask yourself carefully. At that point, if there was an application before the court and it has been brought to the attention of the Attorney General, it is mandatory on the Clerk of Parliament not to transmit it. If he decides to do so, whoever filed the application can decide to hold him for contempt. Bernardo had no business in writing to the Clerk of Parliament, in no way, to ask them not to bring the bill. And what we've said over and over is that he has other opportunities provided by the Constitution. 7-day window to let Parliament know whether he will sign or not sign. 14-day window to give reasons why he's not going to sign. For Parliament to consider those reasons, and if there's a need for an amendment, do so. But put all this aside. MPP's comment about the new bill has been that, oh no, John Mahama said he was going to sign the bill anyway, and so there is no need to make changes. But what society do we live in that we don't learn from our mistakes or learn from the views of others? In fact, even the Speaker's call for reconsideration is to consider the opinion of the minority, so that if there are inputs that are of great interest, we should consider them in a refined bill. Even though I have a challenge with the Speaker's call, because it's difficult to find any premise in law. But the question then is, Mr. Sky and Co. went to court because they had cause to complain about certain portions of the bill at the time. And it was important that if this 9th Parliament has an opportunity now to review it, to pass it, and to take it to Parliament, it's important to incorporate all that in there. And what are the main concerns here? Is the exemptions. 3 main exemptions. Exemptions to lawyers, exemptions to medical, and then academics. So that where a lawyer provides...
And media.
And media, absolutely. Where a lawyer provides legal services for someone who has been accused of anti-LGBT conduct, that lawyer cannot be seen to be promoting or advocating or making anything that will bring him into question. Likewise, a medical doctor or a journalist. If a journalist publish a report or publish any story regarding anti-LGBT, that should not be seen as promotion.
So we have on the screen now the exemptions that have been captured.
Exactly. So these exemptions, and these are the main reasons why Team for Joy and others are complaining. And you're asking yourself over and over again, what exactly do they want? So shouldn't you have these exemptions? Is that your position? Is that the position? Because they keep saying that the bill has been watered down. It has been diluted. It's not the same bill that has been passed. But the question, must it be the same bill? Is this Parliament obliged to carry out work of the 8th Parliament in the same manner without reconsideration? Don't forget that new parliamentarians are in the 9th Parliament and have different views, have different perspectives to the bill. And that is what has been done.
Very well.
I really don't find any cause in this. We're just trying to score political points, and I don't see the points.
Okay. Musa, before I heard what the post said at the time, yeah, you have done a good job. I'm very happy and proud of you. You're a good boy.
For the first time.
Duncan Amwa is also here. Duncan Amwa,
the street people have joined the people who know.
Yes, who know, the learned people.
The very clever guy.
A quick comment on that before we go to the next topic.
Sander, 2 things quickly. LGBTQ plus. I think Musa should go back and help us. I'm sure most Ghanaians are not happy to hear about LGBT, although silently embedded within our communities or societies, you would find a few of these people who want to do their own thing. I think the sentiments that we, the church of people, also share is that, look, if for one reason or the other you decide to stray and do your own good or bad thing in your rooms, do that. We don't want you to flaunt it in our faces. And this is all we have asked Parliament to codify into a law.
Simple job.
Simple job. It's become MPP, NDC. Meanwhile, if you get onto the streets, there's no MPP or NDC about LGBTQ. I am happy when I hear the clergy, I hear the religious leaders. In fact, the chief imam has equally called on Parliament to do the right thing. Then you hear the Speaker of Parliament say that, look, as for me, I would make sure this law is passed. Finally, some way, somehow, the law is passed the previous Parliament, where he was the Speaker. For some technocratic reason, I was listening to my brother Dennis say that, oh, Richard had made a certain, presentation to the Supreme Court, and so there was a cease and desist. Let me be frank with my brother here. That got a lot of us Ghanaians upset. Okay?
That's why he said NDC benefited from this.
I agree with him. It is not in doubt that some votes would have been swayed to the NDC because the narrative was that, look, if it was the NDC, they would have probably signed this long ago. And so off the top of our heads, we were thinking, okay, so it is MPP that doesn't want to sign it. Okay, let's go to NDC and see. It's been 1.5 years. Finally, we are told a bill has been passed. Amidst all the back and forth, whether the bill has been strengthened or weakened, we do not know. Then one of the chief proponents, who happens to be the Speaker, comes to all of us to say that bring it for reconsideration. Some of us will be wondering what the Speaker has seen that he probably thinks would need to be reconsidered before Asante. But whatever it is, we are begging the NPP and NDC. We are not asking for this law because Taflache, they would say in Ghana, Jane will bet laws, Yamami. We have enough laws. But we want to be sure that if anybody decided to flaunt bedroom stuff in our faces, we have readily available laws to deal with that situation, and there's no doubt or dispute about it. If the two of them can come together, which I don't see happening because one seemed to have benefited from the previous situation, and the other is also seeking to benefit from the current situation. But at the end of the day, when they are done benefiting from these situations, Sandra, you and I suffers. You go to the secondary schools, and some of these elements exist there. Sometimes the teachers are even aware of them. But what steps can they take to, as it were, weed them out or correct the situation? Without these adequate laws or protection, people would see, they know, they hear, they keep quiet. Recently, I was not comfortable. There was this street protest that, it wasn't a protest, a carnival of a sort, that people sought to defend. People came out literally naked. And we were defending these. These are alien to our cultural norms. Sandra, when we were growing up, Chief, you see even a man sometimes without a shirt and you are wondering, by you, what's up? Although sometimes the weather is so warm. But for women now, literally, I mean, nothing. Showing body. Everything showing. And the cameras are on them and there's police protection. Please.
Okay.
If we destroy the culture we have today, I was happy, was it Dennis or Sam George said...
It's a good thing, Dennis.
If it's bad, then
you see, Sam George is not here to defend. But Sandra, if we succeed, like somebody has said, this generation, we are a lost cause. Okay? Sam George is now fighting for pornography, and that if you want to watch porn, you should put an ID. Please, you should go and focus on other things. Sandra, we beg. The kind of stress people go through in this country, it is not everything they will say publicly, right? So you may not have a need for, as it were, X-rated videos.
Yes.
An elderly man in his room with his wife, 65 years, it is the only way they enjoy themselves sometimes. Please, some of these things is not, they are not even flaunting it on mainstream TV. Sandra.
So he should
He should focus on other things. That one I beg him. My own.
Allow you to watch. You mean he should? Some should allow you to watch your thing.
If people want to watch their thing on their devices or whatever, you see, you can put a lock.
Duncan Petre.
No, Miracle said that one with you. He mentioned you. He mentioned Miracle said he together with you. You like the women.
No.
It is then is that
Duncan. Upetre. Just say it. Upetre.
Sandra.
You spoke for Sandra. You said you and Sandra. There's no way you.
Let me go to Musa Dankwapi. So maybe we'll do a poll for us to see whether the porn thing is popular.
I think I have to supply some information.
Oh, but okay.
No, just supply. You see, Duncan, what you need to bear your mind to is, if indeed the point you made about the law is where your concern is, then this law doesn't fix the problem. You see, I told you that there was something that happened with Hachu.
Yes.
That actually brought this whole uproar. Go and look at the law again. You'd realize that the real meat, when you pick section 2, the section 9, clause 2, that is where, first section 9 says prohibition of propaganda,
yes,
promotion. And advocacy. Then when you come to the clause 2, you create an exemption for some people that includes NGOs. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So I am against you trying to arrest Sandra and I because we are sharing one room. We are playing PS5 all night. Charlie, as we play, we think about the girls and we chat about them.
Where would they watch?
Where would they?
So you see, Sandra, you are coming in again.
No, I'm just making a point. No, let me end there. Okay. Let me really make this point. So I'm against that one. I'm against the fact that you see Duncan and I holding hands because we did talk something, then you say you are criminal. Those are like gray areas I felt were dangerous because it was even very subjective.
Okay.
But when it comes to the promotion, that is where it has been watered down. Very well. Right now, you are saying that an NGO can, based on their own opinion, Because the exemption is there, it's clear. Or a professor can.
Why don't you read the exact?
No, let me read it to you. It's here. Let me read it to you.
It's important.
Yes.
Let me read it. So this is what Section 9 Clause 2 read.
Yes.
So Section 9 is a promotion, and all. Clause 2 says, a person shall not A, promote or support an act prohibited under this act, which were.
That's all.
Which, no, wait. Let
him finish.
Engage in, participate in, promote or support an act aimed at changing public opinion towards an act prohibited under this act.
But that's it.
Relax. Offer premises or any other movable or immovable asset, or provide any form of assistance promoting or prohibiting. This is the old law.
Yeah, okay, this is the old one. Okay.
And then it is also in the new law. Then after this new law has outlined all of these things, it creates exemptions. Then it says subsection 2 does not apply to.
Yes.
Why are you reading?
Okay.
No. It's here. I'm reading
it. Does not apply to.
Are you reading to?
No, it's here. It's here.
Quote the section.
No, clause 9. Clause 9. Amended. Yes, amended proposal
already.
Add the
so after 2.
So no. You see, I've read what 2 said.
Yes.
Yes.
So that one is codified in the law.
Yes.
Now the amendment is what I am telling you.
Okay.
The amendment is what I'm reading now.
That's what I've asked you. You've read 2, so and I said, what are you reading? Tell us what you are reading. Exactly which section are you reading?
Oh, I said section 9.
Section 9 is a whole section, and you read section 9 too.
Yes,
but I read
it's not a lawyer. So
no, but you are giving the exemption. So give the exemption. So we are educating the public.
I'm coming. So you read clause 9 too.
Yes.
The second part you read, which says it's not exception.
No, so I'm saying that I read clause 9(2) of the existing bill.
Yes.
Then I'm saying that these were very good clauses, because for me these are the actual clauses,
and it's maintained in this one too.
Then after it's maintained, it comes to create exemption for some people who are not affected by this clause.
He was asking which clause
are you reading?
Like,
specific are the way the exemptions are.
Oh, but I see it. That's what I'm reading to you now.
Print it out.
The title or the
heading. So he says clause 9, subsection 2 does not apply to A.
Yeah, where are you reading this from? Yes, where are you reading this from?
From the new bill.
Which particular section? Which section are you reading?
2, all right.
Because he just read 9(2).
No. Okay, so see, I read 9(2)
yes,
from the existing act, the
Good.
2025 bill.
Good.
And I'm only reading the exemptions.
Yes.
So
what's the title of the exemption? What's the number of the exemption?
No, I'm reading the proposed amendments.
Okay.
That's what, I think that's where.
Okay.
No.
That may not happen.
You see, we should be careful. Proposed amendments may not be part of the bill. You understand?
Okay.
So if you are going to read and educate the public, read the exact bill that has been passed, and not the proposed bill.
So this is in the bill. So this is in the bill. Unless you have the bill and you can dispute.
I have the bill.
Okay, so dispute it when I finish.
Okay.
Dispute it.
No, he was asking for.
Wait. You see, you say you're not making. You're not making an argument. You're providing information.
Don't disrupt.
You sought but you sought permission from Sandra.
No.
Let's
finish.
You sought permission. You're not making a point. You have nothing to.
No, relax.
Okay, so
you are making the point.
So was he wrong?
When I finish and I'm wrong, say it. It's okay.
But what's the sub clause you are reading?
So I am now reading to you the exemptions. If the exemptions are not reflecting the law, you can say it.
The exemptions from where? The exemption must come from the bill. You can't read exemptions from a proposed amendment.
Okay.
And make that one a point.
Let me hear from Musa Dankwa, so we wrap up on this topic.
No, but see, when you seek audience, that you are going to provide us. When you seek audience, going to provide us information.
Hold on. Everybody hold on.
No.
So I have read the law.
If it's a fact, there's nothing to dispute about.
Exactly.
So can you mention what you are reading?
Yes, let me mention the exemptions.
So you read 9(2).
Exemptions from where? The exemption must come from the bill and not a proposed amendment.
So is it a proposal or does the bill as
this
passed?
amendment is important. If it is part of the bill.
If I even who is proposing is very important. The question is that is it part of the bill? Exactly. Because the amendment may not have been.
Okay, so let me hear from Dennis. So what are you reading? Read the title.
Standard clarity.
Amendment proposed. Amendments proposed. Then I read the bill with the clause 2. Then there is the amendment proposed. That is why I told him that when I finish reading these amendments, these proposed amendments, and you think that these amendments are not in the bill, you are free to say it. But I am telling you that they are in the bill, and you're asking me that where in the bill. I said pick the bill and look at it. Because that is where my concern.
But you can't ask me to go through the entire bill.
But that is your
when you are making.
That doesn't stop me from speaking.
You know what I'll do? Let me hear Musa so that we can proceed.
Let me conclude on this. It's a very important point.
You see, I gave it time enough.
No, but he disrupted me.
No, he didn't disrupt you.
No, he disrupted me.
It was Duncan's submission that you actually came into.
But I'm being truncated. I am telling you that. I have read 9.2 to you.
Yes.
Now 9.2 is very clear. Very good clauses.
Yes.
That prohibits promotion,
yes,
which for me is really good. The problem I have with the bill as it stands now, that's what I'm coming to.
Is the exemption.
Is the exemptions that has been created for academics.
Which we have listed
that
already.
Has been which is fact.
Yes.
Unless you dispute it.
No, that
has been created for
media,
media.
Yes.
Those are the exemptions that I am saying that, Duncan, if those exemptions are allowed to stand, what it means is that it defeats what you and I are really looking for. Okay. That is the substance of what I am making.
Right.
Unless you dispute that those exemptions are not there.
Let me hear from Musa. Duncan. Musa, just 1 minute so that we can move on to the
okay. LGBTQ+. I think Ghanaians in general support the law to curb it, to stop its promotion and them flaunting it in our face. There's cross-country support. In the poll before the last election, only Upper West opposed the bill.
Upper West?
Yes.
They opposed the bill?
Yeah, they opposed the bill. Upper West.
Are you surprised?
Overall, about 59% of Ghanaians supported the bill when it was passed, compared with 32% who didn't support it, and 9% did not have an opinion about the bill. Now, if you go to the regions, every region supported it by majority. In Upper West, 72% opposed it, and only 16% supported it. In Ahafo, 38 supported it and 45 opposed it. In Northeast, 44 supported it and 47 opposed it. So,
really?
Yes.
They are opposed to the bill.
Yes.
Okay.
If
you want to jail me from sleeping the same room with Umanda, I will be against it.
I'm not going to sleep in the same room with Dennis.
But then the big question was, did Nanado's refusal to sign the bill impact the way you vote?
But you can't put that question. Nanado has not refused to sign the bill. There was no bill before him.
Nonsense.
That was the question that was put that caused problems for us.
The question is, if the president does not assent to the bill,
yes,
will that influence how you vote in the election? That was the question that we put.
Okay. And they said yes.
50% said no.
50?
Yes, said no.
Okay.
Only 37 said yes, and 30% said they didn't have an opinion.
So LGBT affects.
No, there was an element, but normally because there were bigger ticket issues facing Ghanaians, those who used that to vote probably were the religious fundamentalists.
Okay. I think you've clarified the matters now. Then so it says that LGBT is not the reason you lost the.
Who is saying it?
No, I'm saying that's what Musa's.
No, but I don't believe Musa's data. But now but it's public. But he knows. But that one, why should you?
But he got vindicated.
Where from where?
You have contrary
on December 7th.
Oh, actually, plenty of people predicted December 7th. The most difficult one was Nima.
But he was scientific.
That was the most complicated one. December 7th was simple.
But he was scientific.
December 7th,
you knew you were losing.
No, I'm saying that I'm saying that a lot of people predicted. Oh well, of course, if you are going for a second term, we have never had a third term government. Nobody. So it's easy for you to tilt towards that side.
All right.
It's not difficult.
It's a norm.
Yeah, I mean
this is a big issue.
In every mature democracy,
For just a second.
Yeah.
In all this debate and this discussion, sometimes the challenge we've had is that when we are putting out official positions or what is supposed to be in the bill, we tend to take certain proposals and then put them out as though they are part of the bill and create that challenge and problems and misleading the public. When my brother Miracles pointed out section 9.2 of the bill, he read it out. Then he was now going to exemptions that affect NGOs. We asked him to give us that portion of the bill that says so. And he says in a proposed amendment. Proposed amendment may be or may not be accepted. So it is unfair to feed the public with some of this and make it look like it's a position of power.